Hello, welcome. This is lunchtime learning video for September. WordPress.com account and what you can do with it. I have found 4 things you can do with your WordPress.com account. That doesn't necessarily mean creating a free blog from it. And this is what I've found out. First of all, I really need to explain to you the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. And if you already know this, then just gloss over this or listen anyway. WordPress.com is the account that you can get for free, which allows you to use WordPress. And it's specifically for creating free blogs. It allows you to create a blog for free. You don't have to pay for the hosting, you don't have to pay for the URL. You can pay a bit extra if you want your own URL, and there's other little services you can buy for extras, but they're only tiny amounts. But if you want to start with a blog, a very simple blog for practically nothing at all, and learn the basics about blogging and about WordPress and how wonderful it is, and get all the techniques under your belt, this is definitely the right place for you to go to. And to get a WordPress.com blog, to learn the ropes, is definitely the best thing, because everything is done for you. You don't have to worry about any special applications or how it looks like, because there's so many different kinds of templates to choose from. But there is a negative side, because you do have to conform to WordPress's rules, and you can't sell or do special things on it that you might want to do. You have to reserve that for the other kind of blog, which I'll talk about in a minute. And you have to abide by the blog police rules. But if you do keep your nose clean and you behave yourself, there is no reason why you can't enjoy a very happy blogging experience. Now, the other kind of WordPress I'm talking about is WordPress.org. This is not the same as WordPress.com, because it is actually, here you have far more versatility about what you can do. You have to pay for your own domain name and your own hosting account, but you can upload WordPress.org for free, because it's an open source system. It's an application you can download. I like to think of it as the domain name as the house address, the hosting company as the land you build your house on, and the WordPress.org is the house you build on that land, and that the address is then sent to. Because you have all this, you pay for this stuff yourself, you are then able to do whatever you like on it. And you can, and with a bit of extra technical ability, which you either learn yourself or get someone else to do for you, you can then create the most amazing website, and you can add all your own plugins and applications and bits and pieces to make a fabulous thing. But this is not the same as a WordPress.com account. We're talking about that today. I just wanted to clarify the difference. The WordPress.com account is a much more simple affair, when everything is done for you and you don't have to pay for anything. Now, when you first go in to create a WordPress.com account, they're going to want you to create a blog for obvious reasons. Now, you don't have to. You can create a username here without having to create a blog here. And the link for that is a very little one just down here. So if you look for that, it will give you a very similar menu, but you don't have to create a blog to be able to finish the transaction. Once you've created your username, you can create as many blogs as you like from that username. You aren't confined to just one. It's almost like giving you a key to the front door, and then you can go to any room in the house. That's what it's basically for. And so therefore I suggest, by getting a username for your WordPress.com account, there's so much more you can do with it, rather than being lumbered with the one blog you would have been given at the beginning. And people don't realise that the username is the password, is the access, is a key to the front door of much more. So that's how you just get the username without having to get a blog as well, if you don't want to go down that route. You log in through the usual menu, your username and your password, carefully constructed to make sure it's safe. And then you can go, once you're into your WordPress.com account, you can then see, by clicking on this particular tab here, My Blogs, you can see that I have here more than one blog on my account, on my username. My username is Alice Designs, my old name for my old business many eons ago, but I haven't changed it even though I could. And you can see 4 of my blogs here. I have another, goodness knows, 10 more plus, but I'm not showing them here because there's not enough room on the slide. But you can have as many as you like from this one username, and they needn't be yours. They can be other people's too, and I'll show you that how in a minute. Now, this is the details of, not for one of my blogs, it's somebody else's blog. And I am actually here as a user of that blog. I'm actually the administrator of this blog because I helped her create it. But I can be anything else. There are actually 4 levels here of a user of that blog. It doesn't necessarily mean a visitor to read it. I'm talking people who can contribute to that particular blog and provide material for it. The administrator is the main one, where you can do absolutely everything. One step down is editor, we can do almost everything. Author is obviously where you have a lot of authoritative element to do content, and a contributor provides content and other people edit it for you and post it up and check it and stuff like that. Those are the 4 main levels going down in authority. Now you go in as your username and you're given and allocated a particular element of contribution, and therefore that allows you to do a certain amount on that particular blog, even though it's not yours. And I think that's important, because if you want to be guest blogging and contributing to many blogs, you can do that under your specific username for other people's blogs, and it allocates you as the writer as opposed to being a blog owner. Now, when you do become a guest blogger or a special user, content user on somebody else's blog, you are able then to fill in your details, your update profile. And that's very important, because not only does it help you and the people whose blog it owns to, it also helps the search engines to learn a bit more about you. It's also, if you have the opportunity, you should also upload your gravatar. Your gravatar is your icon, your portrait that shows who you are, and this is also distributed quite consistently around the net. You probably find the same gravatar popping up everywhere in the most amazing places, because it's quite powerful and it shows who you are. So therefore, make sure it's a good picture of you and not something weird and wonderful like, I don't know, a cake or next door's cat or something that's totally irrelevant. It's not important. Make sure it's a good, clear picture of you, so people can then associate what you do in WordPress with you. And this is also very true if when you're logged into WordPress, you'll get your little gravatar in the top right hand corner in the big black bar, and that will show that it's you that's logged into WordPress and not anybody else. And that's very important to make sure you're posting as yourself. And if you happen to write a comment on anybody's blog, if your gravatar is uploaded, it also pops next to your post, next to your comment. Comments are very important to make sure that they come from you and people recognise you and not another Alice who's written that comment. Now, commenting is very important, and to do it as you can do it. Actually, you can see here that you have 4 options in which to lay claim to your identity when writing a comment. And one of them, of course, is WordPress, because this is on a WordPress account. WordPress blog. But you can do it either under WordPress or under Twitter, Facebook and Google+. All are very valid, very useful, but if you have a WordPress account, why not use your WordPress username to enter there's my username to log in, and then there's me. It is now leaving this comment as me from my username. so that you can definitely connect everything up via you and your username. It's not necessarily associated with any blogs you've written, it's associated with your account. Now, one brilliant thing about WordPress.com is it allows you to activate the Akismet plugin in your WordPress.org blog. Now, in your WordPress.com blog, Akismet is already activated. All your spam is already chewed up and chucked out and dealt with on your WordPress.com blog. But if you have a WordPress.org blog, you need to activate the plugin Akismet, which is automatically given to you whenever you upload WordPress into your hosting account. And you see this needs to be activated. And you can also see here a link here says you need to sign up to get an Akismet API key, which will then this special code, number of codes, will then allow Akismet to be activated and to start immediately dealing with any spam that may come your way once your blog gets quite popular. Now, if you click on that link there, you will then come to the Akismet page. Once you clicked on that lovely big blue button there, you'll be asked a menu to sign up for a WordPress.com account, of course, unless you already have one. And if you've gone through the shenanigans I've just told before, you will have it already, and that will make life a lot easier for you. Then all you need to do is to go through the various motions, click on the one that applies to you, select the amount of money you want to pay. Once all confirmed, Akismet will send you and put you another page which will give you the Akismet key. Copy that, go back to your plugin, and then once you activated that plugin, you can see where to place the Akismet API key you've just copied into that field there. Save on changes, and that wonderful Akismet plugin is now activated. You can start chewing up on all that spam and making your life easier for you and your post. So that's basically the 4 things that I happened to find out about a WordPress.com account. You could have a username without having a blog. You can contribute to other people's blogs within your username. You can show your identity when you're commenting under your WordPress.com account, and your WordPress.com account will allow you to get an API key to activate your Akismet plugin in your WordPress.org website. All these are very valid things when it comes to understanding about WordPress and WordPress.com accounts. So that's all today, and I'll be seeing you next month. Bye!